chance. My patient, Mr. Shadin, a 21-year-old gentleman, third issue of non-consanguineous parent, hailing from Chatkil, Noakhali, presented with the complaints of abnormal posturing of the both upper limbs and neck, and also tremulousness for last 10 years. According to the statement of the patient attendant, he was quite well at up to age of 8 years. After that, he developed abnormal posturing of his left upper limb, which progresses for initial 5 years and accompanied with tremulousness of the both upper limb. And after 5 years, it also involves the opposite limb and also the neck. This was insidious onset and gradually progressive. And now the condition is he is out of school after class 4, and he can walk, but he cannot perform any activities with his both upper limbs. And there is no history of any fever, loss of consciousness or convulsion in childhood period, and there is no history of jaundice or no history of any exposure to drugs or toxin. He is a third issue of non-consanguineous parent. No bowel bladder involvement, no bulbar symptoms, no sensory symptoms. On general physical examination, patient is anxious. There is involuntary, oscillatory and some tremulous movement of both upper limbs, more in the left side, and the nervous system examination revealed higher cerebral function including speech intact, cranial nerves are intact, and there is a right lateral collis in his neck, abnormal posturing of the neck, and motor system examination revealed there is abnormal dystonic posture of his both upper limb, more in the left side, and also tremor in both sides, more in the left, and there is fixed flexion posture in the left wrist and also elbow, and also in the right hand there is a close fisting, and but deep tendon reflexes are normal. There is a coordination could not be assessed in upper limb, but in lower limb it is normal, and speech and normal, no nystagmus. And sensory modalities, all examination are normal, and this is our case.
So we
diagnostic problem.
It's a diagnostic problem as well as
cognition is normal, unlike the first case. It was there was in this same age, but abnormal posturing of the limbs.
So patient is normal in this time. How long?
It's 10 years.
And
Now 21 years.
And any history of trauma?
No history of trauma, no fever or encephalitis.
And he started with the right or the left?
Left hand initially, 10 years back, and after 5 years it involves the right upper limb also.
And you ruled out consanguineous?
Yeah, there is no obvious carefree.
Can you ask him to walk?
Yeah.
এই তুমি হলো দেখি
Suja.
সোজা
Right.
Ask him if he can put his hands on.
So we found the case in morning, so we could not perform the urinary copper or ceruloplasmin. We are planning for that or MRI.
Okay. I want him to. Can you open his fist?
Right hand he cannot, but on left side he can open his fist.
Lot of differential diagnosis can think.
Count 1 to 10. Five, four, three, two, one.
Not yet actually. Last 10 years.
is involved.
Yeah.
His right upper extremity, his left upper extremity. And these are two, they're not this posturing, but the pace is much more than dystonia. It's almost like sort of semi-slow, ballistic-like.
Yeah.
It's not like there's more posture coming on action, it's even happening at rest. And I'm highly suspicious that this is a structural, we don't have an imaging. But I wonder if there's a structural correlate to this. And
Hemipenismus is present on the right side.
well, not hemipenismus, but I'm trying to. You see, if you look at hyperkinetic movements, on the slower end of things is dystonia, on the fast end of things is ballismus. So keep in mind that when we talk about hyperkinetic movements, which is spectrum, and patients fall from the slow-paced dystonic, where it's more co-contractions and posturing, then to chorea, athetosis, akathesia, and then you get your ballistic-like movements, which are violent flying, right? And what you see is almost this. It's not as quick or as high intense as a ballismus, but it's not as also slow as a dystonic. And certainly, so it's somewhere in that range, but it's continuously moving and almost jerky. The left is another one.
Is the neuroimaging will help about this figuring it out?
You need an imaging to see if there's anything structural. And I'm not sure, the only thing that, does he feel restless?
তুমি দাঁড়িয়ে কি হাত পাকে দাঁড়াতে ইচ্ছা করে হাত পাকে ইচ্ছা করে খালি
No, these are not tics. The only thing that it walk with big steps.
এটা বড় বড় পানি বড় বড়
Can he stop them? Can he stop them?
তুমি এটা বন্ধ করতে পারো
এটা বন্ধ করতে পারো?
বন্ধ করতে পারো চেষ্টা করো
বন্ধ করো তো দেখে চেষ্টা করো একটু।
So I think this is probably more close to ballismus than anything else. I mean, it's certainly not as violent. It's not stationary as well. So there's no history of any infection.
No history of any infection, unconsciousness, convulsion in childhood.
Nothing.
Nothing else.
Sometimes there's no history of toxin exposure.
No issue. It's progressive disease according to that.
Well, this is certainly, as far as phenomenology goes, this is hyperkinetic. It's more on the right. There is a dystonic pattern to the right. He has right shoulder droop with a right laterocollis and a ptoracollis. The ptoracollis is more. There's a mild laterocollis as well with the comes with the enterocollis. And then the right is certainly there's dystonic posture for sure because he has a fist. If you see, it's a clenched fist. So there's dystonic posturing for sure. But if that's the only thing, or there's a mix of ballismus-like pattern here, it needs to be seen. The left is milder, but again, same. You can see clenched fist on the left, and then you can see the same thing, clenched fist on the right. And then he has this sort of like bit of a jerky movement that comes with it. Now, this looks too fast. So what are the other differentials? So let's stick with phenomenology. What are the other considerations you will have in this patient? If you just want to look at the phenomenology, forget about the etiology. We're not talking about etiology because they have to do the workup. In imaging, they're going to do some lab, they're going to rule out other things. But just looking at the phenomenology.
myoclonic chart involving the left upper, right upper.
Bellizoom,
One is myosome, one is T, another is myoclonus.
So this is a point I wanted to highlight.
Let's
So
say
On the left side is that acetoid movement there. There is a slow breathing movement involving the wrist of the leg.
athetosis, yes, left side.
This, if no family history also.
No family history. No history of consanguinity between parents.
I mean, the repetitiveness is what makes it a little bit unusual. But certainly there's dystonic posturing, there's clenched fist dystonia, there's neck dystonia, and whether there is an element of, which could be, it's hard to say.
repetitive.
Oh, it's repetitive. But it's just the amplitude is not as violent as distributed.
Yeah, he is on medication. Trihexyphenidyl, tetrabenazine 50 milligram, trihexyphenidyl 10 milligram.
Without the medication, how worse is it?
Without medication, no response to this anticholinergics.
No, this is your first time seeing it.
Yeah.
So I think we did better. But anyway, this if response, but you'll have to wean him off to see if the medication is helping him. But this certainly is.
No, we have to work with this case.
Yeah, but I just want to highlight. Remember, the clench-fish dystonia. There is a bit of an element of anthetoid, and this could be these abrupt. If it's not too fast. First I saw was listed. Now watch how much he has. This could be mitochondria. So there's about 2 patterns that you see. These jerks coming in with the fit posture. This is almost fixed, but the mitochondria that is coming in right more than the left.